My name is Yuvha, and I provide strategic advice and deal support to our Google executives on Google's most complex partners. I joined Google Malaysia in 2018 as an account manager in the large customer sales organization. In 2020, I made the move to relocate to New York to join my husband. And as we all know, 2020 was definitely a tough and transitional period for many of us. In 2022, we found out that I was expecting our first kid, and I was definitely overwhelmed with emotions. Very excited that we are expanding our family, but at the same time, extremely nervous, not having any family support in the country. Being pregnant also means that this would be an extended period of me being separated from my family. It had been close to 2 years since we moved to New York, and this would mean that I would now be separated from them for close to 3 years due to the pregnancy. I took advantage of the 28 weeks of parental leave, so 4 weeks before my due date, which was paid as short-term disability leave in the US. Within the 28-week period, I took 18 weeks of baby bonding leave. Extremely fortunate for Google's generous parental leave benefit, as this meant that I was able to spend a third of the parental leave, moving back to Malaysia, and not just myself, but also getting my baby to reunite with our families and our loved ones. It was definitely something that we would not have been able to experience with our baby if not for the extended leave that we got from Google. During my pregnancy, I was able to enroll in childbirthing class and infant CPR class, in which I was able to get Google to reimburse some of the costs associated with these classes. And due to Google's comprehensive insurance coverage, I was also able to engage the service of a lactation consultant who was able to come to my home during very early postpartum days as I was navigating some breastfeeding challenges. As I was going back to work after my parental leave, I definitely took advantage of a couple of benefits. The first being the 2 weeks paid ramp back time. This allowed me to slowly transition back into the workforce, at the same time transitioning my baby to her caregiver, and really just transitioning back into this new life of motherhood as well as working at Google. The second benefit that I took advantage of is the 90-day work from home, which gives me the added flexibility of being at home when needed, but at the same time getting back into the office, being with my colleagues and working on projects that matter and impact most to the company. The other benefit that I took advantage of as I ramped back into the workforce is access to the lactation room. This lactation room was equipped with the necessary breastfeeding supplies, a fridge, cleaning supplies, and it really felt that my feeding journey was supported as I ramped back into the workforce. Coming back to the office after parental leave definitely felt very energizing. It felt like I never left Google, and it was actually quite refreshing having adult conversations after spending many months with the baby. I'm not saying it was easy, but I think having the support of my colleagues and my manager definitely helped ease me back into the workforce. And I'm still new to this journey, and I feel like I'm learning every single day. But what I learned is that it definitely takes a village to raise a kid, and I'm very happy to say that Google's part of that village as well.